Are there any like barbs? Like, how do y'all feel about Nicki Minaj and this stuff that she's doing right now? Let me know what y'all think. Cause I've seen a lot of. I'm not a barb or whatever. Never have been. But I've seen a lot of people that are really fans of Nicki doing a lot of things to cope with her actions and behavior as of late. And I just wanted to know what y'all think about it. Like, it maybe if you're a fan, you can. And I look, I'm not here to have any stand wars or for y'all to like cuss me out or something like that. I genuinely want to know what y'all think about this. I'm not even gonna say my really thoughts about it. Maybe I will later on in the live stream, but I just want to know what y'all think about Nicki Minaj getting the Trump gold card. And do you think that she is selling out? Do you think that there's a bigger plot at play here? What do you think? And why does it seem like people pick and choose on, let's see what I'm saying. People pick and choose on who they like, on what they allow the celebrity to get away with and what they choose to ignore. The card means that she's like, she gets citizenship. It's a card, a fast track to citizenship card that Trump is giving certain people. I think if I'm not mistaken, it was supposed to be like $1 million or something per card. But she did tweet that she was giving that for free. Oh no, somebody said a few million. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about. What do y'all think about Nicki Minaj? Or if you were a fan, if you were a stan, if you were a barb, are you still that? Is there anything, if you are still a fan and a barb or whatnot, is there anything that Nicki Minaj can do that would make you stop standing for her and supporting her? Or are a lot of people that are fans of Nicki Minaj just like what's it called? Just like maybe Chris Brown. Like, it doesn't matter if he goes and bashes somebody in the head with a bottle, and does all these violent things, like y'all just still gonna support. So I just want to know, like, I really don't have a dog in this fight. I'm interested in hearing from people that are like, probably barbs, because I just want to know what y'all thinking. Let's see here. Somebody said their barb card is on hold. I don't know what that necessarily means. Misha says she's lost her mind. It's Mia says she's always been conservative. She's been talking about that for years. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't feel like you could be conservative and engage in some of the things that she's engaged in, associate with some of the people that she associates with. It's not giving conservative to me. It's giving performative. But maybe, I mean, if y'all know more about her than I do, maybe y'all can come up and tell me. Because I'm not going to pretend to tell y'all that I know a lot about Nicki Minaj's personal life and personal stances. I mean, I've seen some things that, gave me pause, but I don't know a lot. So maybe y'all can let me know what y'all think, or what you know about her publicly. But yeah, so I just wanted to have this live to ask some women like that may be barbs. If you're a barb, are you still one? And if so, is there anything that she could do that would make you not be a barb? Or does she have the infinite pass for foolishness like Chris Brown does? Go ahead, Misha. You have something to say, sis?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna say I don't want to say I'm a barb, but all my family and friends would say I was a barb. I went to Nicki's concert. I have all her perfumes and stuff like that. I was just really like a fan of her music, but I never would consider myself like a barb because I feel like when you say you're a barb, you're taking it to a whole nother level. But I just think she's really lost her mind. I feel like ever since the whole thing went down with Megan, that's really what triggered her. I know people think that the Cardi B situation triggered her, but I really think when Meg went and made that song with Cardi B, like that was like the last straw for Nicki. And I feel like that's when she really thought everybody was against her. And I feel like now she'll just team up with anybody that will agree with her. Like she really just wants a lot of people to be yes men for her. That's really what I think, and that's how a lot of her fans do. Anything she does is never wrong. And I mean, I've always side out some of Nicki's things, especially, her brother and her husband. And I tried to separate, you try to separate the artist's life from the music, but there's just some things you can't. Like, I don't even listen to Chris Brown. I'm not even going to get into that. But I just think at this point, she does need to be held accountable. But then also, she's not even from here. Like they say on Mean Girls, she don't even go here. So it's like, what can you do and what can you say? And that's all I just wanted to say.
All right, all right. I got you, Misha. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me personally, I never been like a big Nicki fan or anything like that. I remember when she had like, but I do recognize that she's a good rapper and is talented. I remember a friend of mine, she put me on to the Beam Me Up Scotty mixtape, if I'm not mistaken. Back in the day, like she had I'm aging myself. This is like when people were still using CDs. And I remember getting in my friend's car and she was like, girl, I'm about to put you on to this girl. Like, she dope, she dope. And I was like, okay. And so she started playing Nicki Minaj. And I was like, because I think it was like Itty Bitty Piggy or whatever and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay. All right. And after that, I was listening to her. And and then I remember, like, I felt like she was a good rapper because she was like all animated and stuff. And I didn't see, no other female rapper doing it the way that she was doing it. So all I can say is that I definitely respect her artistry, but I do think that Nicki Minaj, and this is just my opinion, so I want nobody that's a barb to take my head off because we all can say how we feel. But I think that she's a raccoon. I do. And I think that she's been that way for a long time. She's turned me off like years ago. I think I said this before on the live. She turned me off. This is when I stopped messing with her and was like, it was like three things. It was when it was this white woman that made a song. I forgot the name of that lady. And she was blackfishing in the whole video. And Nicki Minaj came out and said that black women shouldn't care about colorism and shouldn't care about blackfishing because black women wear blonde wigs. And I was like, what? That made me feel like, okay, you're not on the side of black women. You're on the side of whoever you think gonna get you paid. You don't care. And then it was like her brother, the stuff that happened with her brother and stepdaughter and her marrying the husband that she had. That's when I was just like, bruh. But I can't deny her talent. But I don't know how barbs are literally rationalizing the way her behavior right now is. It's crazy. But I mean, maybe they can tell me what they think about it because I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I really want to. Are you there, Meg?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Okay. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Host, I'm not American, obviously. I'm
You're black
Australian,
though,
but
right?
yes, I am black. I am a
Okay.
fucking barb, so I am so distraught to hear what's happened with Nicki. Like, I've been seeing it all over social media, and I'm so shocked. I still don't know how to react. I'm still processing everything that's happened. Um, I don't know how to feel about her now because I'm just like, what the actual F is going on? I can't lie. Like, I'm not, maybe some barbs might feel indifferently. Like, I've heard barbs say that they're no longer supporting her and blah, blah, blah. But man, her music hits. Like I can't even deny her talent. She's one of the greatest female rappers in the 21st century right now, in my opinion. I'm being obviously biased, but um, I don't know how to feel about like her being a MAGA and supporting Trump, and obviously she's a black woman, and yeah, I still haven't formed an opinion. I haven't like fully left the bandwagon personally, but I'm very like it's broken my heart. I'm very hurt because the Nicki that we all knew growing up, who started up in the industry, is not the Nicki that we know now. And I don't know if she's going through something or someone's behind her controlling her decisions, but fuck, man, I'm very upset, man. I'm upset, but like I can't even hate on her. I love this girl so much. Like it's fucking Nicki Minaj. Like I don't know, like I can't, but like I'm so hurt. So I'm just like in the middle right now.
Okay, okay, I got you, I got you, I got you. Yeah, I think I might be in I think probably I'm in a better, I'm not, well, let me not say I'm a better position. I feel like I'm in a good position to look at this because even though, like I said, I recognize that Nicki Minaj is a talented rapper. I really do. I can't take that away from her. I'm no Barb. I'm no Stan. Well, I'm no Stan of anyone. So, well, maybe one person from my childhood, maybe Michael Jackson. But other than that, no.
Period.
And not even a film, to be honest with you. But I was just playing. But I can recognize her talent and her artistry, and I would never take that away. But I do feel like the things that Nicki Minaj does on a personal side, I could never support her.
Yeah, it's
Like
coming
you know what I'm
across
saying? It's
dodgy,
just
man. It's coming
yeah.
across dodgy.
You had something to say, Misha? You was about to say something, sis?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say, I feel like people should hold her accountable. I feel like her fans, like anything she do, they just, I don't know, like they just like Trump. It's almost like she's Trump to them, and I hate to say that. It's because, like, he can do anything, and they see no wrong, and that's the same with her. I feel like it's just delusional, and I do think it's a little bit of I don't. Can I say this word? I don't know how to say it. Can you say that? Mental health? Can you talk about that on TikTok? But I feel like it's a little bit of that because people. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing because
Misha,
they will come for you. But I mean, like I said, I am a fan of her, but I don't call myself a Barb. But it's like you got to know what's right and what's wrong. I feel like.
All right, I got you, Misha. All right, let me go next up here to Miss Sadidi. Go ahead, Sadidi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So I just don't understand the outrage for Nicki Minaj. Like, a lot of these celebrities in the industry support Trump. I just feel like people who come on the internet and say that, oh, I'm no longer a Barb or I'm no longer supporting Nicki Minaj because they blase. I just feel like it's very performative. I feel like why is it only a problem when Nicki does it? When a lot of these celebrities in the industry support Trump and have been vocal about it. What is the issue with Nicki Minaj supporting Trump? Just because you don't agree with what she has to say or her political beliefs doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, automatically, oh, you're not a fan anymore, or you're not, like, I just feel like a lot of these people are performative. I also feel like the reason why I feel like Nicki Minaj went to Trump is because she's seeking protection from the industry, because she's no longer playing the Illuminati games. They want to take her out, and they've been doing that since she did the performance at I think at the Grammys, the Roman holiday, when she was told that she couldn't perform it, and then she ended up performing it anyway. And then from there, she was blackballed from the Grammys. That's why you never seen her win a Grammy. But you've seen Nicki Minaj come on the internet and talk about how her house was swatted 5 times. You
Let me
heard her.
ask you a question. Hold on. You said that you think that Nicki Minaj is trying to go to the president for protection against the Illuminati.
Absolutely,
So if you
absolutely.
think the Illuminati exists, you don't think that the president and all of those people over there have connections to the Illuminati, seeing as though,
Possibly, but
yeah.
that doesn't mean that everybody in the Illuminati is gets along. I
I
feel
mean, yeah,
like
I agree with that part.
But I feel like she is seeking protection, and I don't get how people don't see that. The thing is, she's being attacked left and right. You hear her talk about Rock Nation, hear her talk about Jay-Z, Desiree Perez. You know what they're about over there. Like it's just like her house has been swatted 5 times. There was a situation that happened a couple.
Okay, sorry. I had to pause it. I don't know if Sididity must have went on Q. You still there, Sididity?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, was you done talking? I'm sorry, I got a phone call.
No, I was saying that a lot of these, it's just like a lot of these female rappers that get into the industry, when Nicki Minaj collabs with them, all of a sudden they fall out with her, and everybody seems to think that Nicki Minaj is the problem. No, the industry wants these girls to go up against Nicki. That's why every female rapper that she has ever
Okay.
collaborated
All
with.
right, I don't want to make it about that.
No, I
I don't
know,
want to
but I'm
make it
saying
about.
I'm just putting it into context because I want y'all to understand that
All
the
right, I'm gonna
industry
have to
is
cut you
against her.
off there because your timer ran out. But yeah, because like I said, it's kind of difficult to talk to like people that are like super barbs or super stands and stuff like that because it's hard to get them to be like unbiased about what we're saying. So I don't want this to be about, people rap beef or nothing like that. I was just strictly talking about like the political actions and stuff like that. I'll just say this, there are plenty of people that don't mess with people after they see their stances or their behaviors. Plenty of people that stop listening to Chris Brown. It's plenty of people that don't mess with 50 Cent because he was supporting Trump and Steve Harvey and Kanye West and a whole lot of other people. There are some people that actually have they stand on what they talking about, which I do. This isn't Nicki Minaj doing this stuff with Trump or whatever is not a reason that I wouldn't not support her or whatnot. This just me personally. I've stopped supporting Nicki Minaj a long time ago because Nicki Minaj is not a friend of black women at all, unless it's convenient to her and that she's gonna get her some money. But so that's how I don't deal with her. But I'll just say that I do find it. I understand what she's doing. I do think that one thing I do definitely agree with Sadidi about is that Nicki Minaj is going for protection. I actually do think that. But my thing is, is that the way to go about it? And it could be the way to go about it for her, but I do think that there's going to be consequences behind whatever choices that you choose to make. Now, my thing is that I feel like people pick and choose because I remember when, what's her name? Chrisette Michelle, if y'all remember her, that went and just, I think it was some type of, it wasn't a rally. It was something for Trump, right? That she just sang at, and she was officially canceled. That lady still can't get a gig to this day in 2026. So it's like, I think people pick and choose on who they like and who they want to accept. You know what I'm saying? And all of you weird stands, like, yeah, I really want to block y'all. Like the fact that y'all probably don't even, I'm not about to go back and forth with y'all. Y'all not about to attack me. I didn't say nothing bad about this lady. Everybody can have an opinion on what they think. But if y'all in here talking about the queen, forget you. Like, y'all are psychotic. And I really am not going to talk to people that are nuts. Okay? I'm not going to
That's
do it.
why I said it's a little
My
bit
thing
like,
is,
the
You got to
mental
wait. Go
illness.
ahead, Misha.
I said that's why I was trying to tell you. I feel like some of it's a little bit of the mental illness, but then I also feel like a lot of people need to stop putting celebrities on a pedestal.
Okay.
It's crazy to me. A lot of her fans that put her on a pedestal are the opposite of what she believes in. I was just agreeing with your point when you said one of the hello.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you,
Oh,
Misha. You was just breaking up a little bit.
oh, oh. I was just agreeing with. what you had said before about putting celebrities like on a pedestal because you can't really talk to some of the stands because you know they worship them so much. That's all I was trying to say. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I got you. I got you. That's how I feel. So any barbs that's in here, nobody saying that Nicki Minaj not a good rapper. Nobody saying that she not talented. All I'm saying is I was asking people if you have a problem with what she's doing right now, or you think that these things are problematic, how do you rationalize still supporting her? Not to say that you can't support her. This is a completely rational, logical live. I'm not stands of anybody, like I just said. I ain't no Cardi fan. I ain't no this, that. I'm just asking questions. So if y'all get in these comments and y'all talking crazy to me, just because I'm having a conversation, like you're really unhinged and you have mental instability, and I gotta go. And Sally too, I'ma block you. I really am. All right, goodbye. Let me go next up here to T-Woo, and then the person above that, and then I'll go back down to Sadiddy because I think Sadiddy had some more to say. Go ahead, Tay-Woo. I'll start your timer, sir. You there, Tay? Let me try to turn your mic on just in case you can't. Are you there, Tay? You there, Tay? Well, okay, so I think Tay might not be there, so I might have to like disconnect Tay. If something goes on, Tay, just send me a request and come back. All right, so let me start Sadidi's timer. Go ahead, Sadidi. If you had some more to say, sis, you there?
Yeah, so what I was saying, back to what you were saying when you said I was like, trying to bring up rap beef between the girls. I wasn't trying to bring that up specifically. I was putting that into context as to why the industry wants to go against Nicki so much, and that's why she's seeking Trump for protection. This is bigger than just her political beliefs. She's seeking protection from the industry. That's why I said, you see, when you go on social media, there's a profound hatred for Nicki Minaj, and that's not a coincidence. That doesn't just come out of nowhere. And when you see a lot of
How
people
do
on
you
the
feel
internet,
about the things that she said about black women, calling them black bitches and saying black women are the meanest and most ignorant
when did
of everybody?
when did she say that
She
on?
said that in an interview with Joe Budden. Like, you can look it up on TikTok. Is there? She definitely said it.
I probably seen the interview, but I probably don't remember it. But I'll probably, like, when I get off of here, I'll probably just look at it and see what she has to say.
Yeah, I
But
mean, it was
but
pretty
I just feel like
straightforward. She said
but I
that
just feel like I just
black
feel like
bitches are just a minute. She said that black bitches are the worst out of everybody. They're always doing something. They're always trying to hate on her. They're always doing this, that, and the third. She had a lot to say about black women. And how do you feel about what she said when she was at the Turning Point rally with Charlie
honestly,
Smirk's wife,
I
where
didn't
she
even
said,
see the entire
wait a minute,
thing.
hold on, wait a minute. And also the Turning Point event where she said in a group in a arena full of nothing but whitey people, where she said that black women want white women to feel jealous. No, excuse me. They want to make white women feel bad about their beauty. They're shaming whitey women for their beauty. We don't want anyone to feel like they're beautiful. We're just hating on white women. She said that
So,
too.
so I didn't see the entire interview that she had with Erica Kirk, but if she did say that, I do feel like it's coming from a performative place to get what she wants. At the end of the day, she's using her cards to get what she wants. You understand what I'm saying?
You think
Like I
that's
said,
okay to throw black women under
no,
the
no, no.
bus?
I don't think it's okay at all. I don't think it's okay at all. But I think that she's playing chess. But like I said, it's selective outrage. You understand what I'm saying? You guys have so
I
much
know
to
it's not
say
you guys. It's
about
not
Nicki
you
Minaj,
guys.
but we have a
It's
lot
not
of
you
people.
guys. It's not you guys.
Hold
I
on,
don't
let me
have selective
finish.
outrage.
I'm not
If
saying you. I'm
somebody, no,
talking
no,
about.
no, 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 because I can see now that you're not thinking critically here. It's not me. I don't have performative outrage. If somebody disrespect black women, I don't mess with them no more. I don't care who it is. So maybe you have performative or whatever, or you pick and choose. I don't. Now that lady left, but it's like you're not gonna come up here and talk over me in your defense of a woman that don't even know you. Like, they don't even know you exist. Like, that's what we're not going to do. And we're also not going to gloss over everything that I said and make these excuses for her. Like, we're not going to do that. Because I can guarantee you, if Sadiddy saw an average, everyday black woman that has said and done any of the things that I just said, she would be up here tearing that black woman to pieces. Oh, she ain't no good. Oh. But because you like this lady music, you now all of a sudden, okay, all right. Like, come on now. Somebody said the host is triggered. Y'all got to come up with a new word. Why would I be triggered about somebody I don't know? Yeah, I'm just gonna block y'all, okay? Anywho, like, yeah, Sadiddy was on some other stuff. Like, what? You making all of these excuses. I can guarantee you, I'm just an average, everyday, run-of-the-mill person, right? If y'all saw me and I was on this live calling black women black bitches and nappy headed and y'all need a perm and saying all this crazy stuff, y'all would be in my comments calling me everything but a child of God. Y'all really would. And the fact that this woman can say all of this stuff and she still has so many goofballs in this chat box, defending her. That's why and it's not just Nicki Minaj either. And she's just one of many. It's way more male celebrities that can get away with this. I will say that you think about this is the reason why Chris Brown is able to be a colorist and a beater and just come up and be like, yeah, I'm still gonna get that support. And so many other people, R. Kelly, Diddy, all of these people, because no matter what they do, y'all love them so much and idolize them so much that you'll let them do anything and they can pee on you and you will convince yourself that it's raining. That's actually scary. That's actually scary to me. And not to mention that I just said that I thought that this woman is a talented rapper. Like, but y'all want me to be over here kissing butt and let me just keep going. Oh my goodness. Go ahead, Life of a Suburban Daughter? You had something to say?
Yes, I do. Thanks for letting me come on here. So I'm glad that you actually mentioned R. Kelly, Diddy, and all of Chris Brown and all of those men that have done vile things. And I don't really care what anyone thinks. It's just like facts. They've done vile things. But I do think in the same sentence, grouping Nicki with those men that have done vile things, it's kind of wild, and I'll tell you why. I feel like for women, the moral bar is set so high, and for men, it's set so low. It's not that I support what Nicki says. It's like everyone has the right to say what they want or what they feel like. But I do think that
Isn't her husband a convicted rapist
yes,
or no?
he is. He is a convicted rapist, but to
So
my
you don't
knowledge,
think that
Nicki,
marrying somebody that is a rapist and also allegedly supporting your brother who also did something like that, you don't think that that means that she should be thrown in the pile with these other men that are the men that I mentioned? Those that isn't comparable.
the main difference is that she didn't do those things
Okay,
herself.
so let me say
Yeah.
this: you're a black woman. So
Yes.
if there was a man that everybody knew was
Mm-hmm.
a serial unaliver of black women for like 20 years, he unalived like 20 women, but he got off on a technicality, but everybody knew that he did it. You wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
think there was something wrong with me if I married him?
I would. I would
Okay.
100%. I'm not saying that Nicki doesn't have her faults. I do think that she does need therapy. Like, I think it's like some childhood trauma. I genuinely do not think that there's anything that can make Nicki happy. And I say this as a fan of hers. But I do think that when it comes to Nicki, it's a lot of holding her to a standard that we don't hold other celebrities, black celebrities to. And that's where I'm like, I can't really, dogpile on her when we don't hold other people
Well,
to
see,
the
that's what I'm
same
saying.
extent.
That's what Sadiddy said. Maybe you don't do that. I do. And it's plenty of other people that do too. So I think to try to get out of it by saying, well, we don't do this to those people, so let's not do this here. That's not a good line of reasoning. And also, a lot of people do that. A lot of people don't support Chris Brown. There's a lot of people that do. It's a lot of people that don't no more. There's a lot of people that don't support R. Kelly anymore. There's a lot of people that do. It's a lot of people that do stand on business. So I think that this is a good conversation to have with people that actually do that. Because I
Mhm.
do that. If
Okay.
you're doing stuff that you ain't got no business doing that I find completely egregious, I'm not gonna mess with you because it's up to me whether to give you money and support. You know what I'm saying? But there are a lot of people that do that. I just want to say that. But I do agree with you and you saying that there are some people that don't. It's a lot of people that don't. Because there
Yeah.
are a lot of people that don't. And I'm not going to say that that's not true either.
Yeah.
Because contrary to what people in the chat are saying, I really am trying to have an unbiased conversation. Because I don't have any hatred for Nicki. Like I can't have hate for somebody that I don't know. I can say, I don't think they're a good person. I won't support them. But at the end of the day, I don't know her
Yeah.
to not be able to have an
And
unbiased
yeah,
conversation.
and I will say, if I can say one last thing, is that during her whole Trump rally walk, whatever bull that she's going through right now, is that I haven't really heard her say anything that's like, oh damn. When it came to Trump, the first outing she did, she was talking about Christians. And so I listened to that and I was like, okay, like she's on a thin line, but I just haven't heard her say anything that I'm like, okay, this has really pushed me over the edge, and I'm kind of like done supporting her when it comes to this her whole Trump situation. I do want to hear her talk about ICE, and I feel like that would be my last straw if she's in support of ICE. But then again, anyone can say if she's in support of Trump, she's in support of ICE. But I just haven't heard her say something. I'm like, okay, this is the end for me. So that's why I can still like support her. I don't agree with like her whole situation with Trump. I don't agree with her political stance, but I just haven't heard her personally say something that like I'm just like, okay, this is it for me.
Okay, all right, I got you. All right, let me go next up here to Polo. I'll start your timer, sir. Go ahead, Polo. You there, Polo?
Oh yeah, sorry, it was on mute. I feel like the people want to judge it because it's Nicki. Um, Male rappers do this all the time, and they align with people for the betterment of themselves, whether it's personally or business wise. Same thing with Trump. So many male rappers have came out in support of Trump, and it gets no negative heat about it at all. It's only because it's Nicki. Furthermore, I support Nicki because of her music. I don't support her because who she believes in or her beliefs are in politics or whatever. I don't judge people based off of their beliefs. They don't have nothing to do with me. People are not even listening to what Nicki's saying. She's not saying nothing bad at all. Everything that she said, it makes total sense. And we see the ending result was basically for her to be able to get her gold card, which is better than the green card. So people were doing all this talking, and she's playing chess. And now everybody's starting to see, oh, I get it. I see what she was doing. But yes, I don't agree. I don't necessarily like Trump. However, I don't judge people who do. That's their business. That's their personal beliefs. I can't fault somebody for who they choose to side with. And so,
So, like, if this was back, like we were in Germany or something like that, and well, let me not use that example. I'll just say, like, what if it was somebody like Hitler? She was supporting Hitler. Would you say, oh, that's just her personal belief, and I can't judge her for supporting Hitler? Would
no,
you
I
say
wouldn't
that?
say that because he is that's all negative. Trump
You
has
don't.
good and bad about him. It's
Okay,
not
so
just negative.
what good does Trump have about him that
But
he's
he's a
doing?
good businessman. He's a great businessman. I've
You
never
mean the
taken
the
away from
same
him.
the same president that has had multiple bankruptcies and failed businesses?
But he's also turned that around to damn near $1 billion as well.
Okay, so you think how is
Every
he a good
person goes up,
businessman
comes down.
when when people aren't succeeding and groceries are high, gas is high, and all of these things? What does him being a good businessman have to do with him being a good president? You think he's a
Well,
good president? You think Trump is a great president?
no, I don't think he's a great president because he's not a good leader. I think to be a good president, you have to be a good leader, and leadership is making decisions that are best for the community, the world as a whole. And he does not do that. He kind of moves for what's best for him and his side, and he lets that be known. That's what makes him not a good president. But as far
Okay.
as making sure business gets taken care of, I do feel like he handles that side.
Oh, okay. All right. That's one of the craziest things I've heard today. But I'll just say I have noticed that all of the stands of Nicki that have come up here, they have said that they don't judge people based on like their thoughts or their leanings towards their ideologies or whatever. And they've also used the thing about nobody does it to the men. And I just want to say that people do it to men. People do. There's a lot of people that say they wouldn't support 50 Cent, me, But I never supported 50 Cent. I think he's a piece of scum. But there's a lot of people I didn't support anymore after seeing their behavior or their ideologies, if I felt like their ideologies was against my existence. I know I don't support Steve Harvey. I don't support 50 Cent. I don't support Kanye. I don't support R. Kelly. I don't support Chris Brown. I don't support a lot of men specifically. So I think that we have to stop using that and saying that, because once again, you have to maybe open up your circle to people that stand on business, because it's a lot of people that actually do what they say. And the whole stuff about Trump being a great businessman and that's just so asinine. I can't even address it with you, Polo. It's asinine. Let me just keep going. That's just a cope for you to, make rationalize the behavior
Wait, can I say
of
one thing?
somebody. No, you can't. It's to just make an excuse for somebody that you worship,
Shut the
and that's
fuck up,
just
Nikki
nuts. Have a
Queen.
great day, Ashy. I'm not going to go back and forth with some fruity loop that you know what I'm saying is living his life vicariously through a woman. Do better. Let's see here. Somebody said clock in on the job. You clock in and brush your teeth. Bye bye. Okay, so let me go next up here to Jay London. And I just want y'all to know that if y'all think for 1 minute that y'all are gonna disrespect me on the basis of a woman that you don't know, because I'm asking questions like everybody else. Because if I was talking about anybody else, if I had a picture of a random black woman and I was sitting there dragging this black woman for filth, y'all wouldn't come up here and say nothing. If I had your mama up here, you wouldn't say nothing. So if y'all think that you gonna disrespect me and I'm not disrespecting you off the strength of a celebrity, you are out of your freaking mind. You getting blocked immediately. I'm not even gonna go back and forth with you because I already know that you're mentally unstable. So I just want any of y'all in this chat or any of y'all that's about to speak, if you think you're gonna go off on me on the basis of a woman that don't know you, that if you ran up on her, she would say, ew, get away from me, security, you're nuts. Okay? You're not gonna do it because clearly you're mentally unstable. Okay? And I'm not playing. Get a grip. And the fact that that other man up here was clearly a grown man and you want to disrespect me, sir, if you don't, let me just keep going. So I just want y'all to know that, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it because I haven't disrespected nobody up here. All right, let me go next. Go ahead, Jay London. Let me start your timer, sir. Go ahead. If you there.
Yes, I'm here. Can
Okay,
you
go
hear me?
ahead, sir.
Okay. I just wanted to talk my piece about the whole Nicki Minaj thing. Um, I just feel as if she's going through a lot right now, right? And I feel like she she thinks this is going good for her, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? I like how you brought in the whole because I wish the other guy was here because I wanted to ask him a question about the whole ICE situation because I live in New York, right? And out here we just not fucking with her. Ever since her thing with Megan, when she dissed Megan, we not fucking with her because we don't like the way Nikki went about that whole situation was crazy. And the way she going about this situation is crazy. And what makes it crazy to me because like you said, these Fruit Loops out here, I could say that because I'm one of the Fruit Loops. I'm one of the Fruit Loops. You feel me? So it's like she not fucking with y'all. Like I don't understand how y'all never understood that since day one until she came out and said boys need to be boys. She don't deal with the trans community and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden y'all don't want to fuck with her. She been not fucking with us for real, for real. She don't fuck with nobody for real unless it benefits her. And that's why her and Trump are buddy buddies right now because that's all they want to do. They just want to be around each other to benefit each other. I don't think that is necessarily like she's trying to do harm, but I feel like she's doing harm thinking it's doing her good, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right. I got you. I got you, Jay. All right. Appreciate you, sir. All right. Let me go next up here too. And people keep requesting up, so I got to keep you guys on a 2-minute timer. Go ahead, Dream. If you're there, Dream Mortgage. I sent you a request to turn your mic on. You there, Dream? Okay, I'll drop you. You can come back, Dream. All right. Let me go next up here to Tay Wu. You're back. Okay, you ready, sir? Or T? Is it? T. I'm sorry. Go ahead, T. You there, T? T Wu, you there, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I think that I'm probably one of the old heads in the room, and so I have watched Nicki Minaj's ascension up until now. But I think that what people have a problem with is that she is supporting the party that wants to erase Black history. Is everything this party stands for is anti-Black, it's anti-woman, it's anti any. I mean, they want to take us back. And she has aligned herself with that party. And if people, and I think a lot of her fans don't really care because a lot of her fans and a lot of people who support her, and there's people in general in America, we are so ill informed about what's going on. People think that Republican and Democrat is like choosing a sports team. We're talking about life or death here. People are dying over these laws and legislation that they're creating. And if you don't think that the Black woman is at the bottom of the totem pole, y'all. And the other thing about it is, I just want to say this: if you have questions, you don't really understand what's going on, you have the best resource in your hand, your cell phone. Ask AI. Ask AI just like you ask anybody else, and it'll give you a great account. But I just want to say, I hope that I'm praying for her, because this is when you have been that big and that large in the industry and in a public figure. I just don't want anything bad to happen to her. I don't want her to do anything to herself. I don't want anybody to do anything to her. I want us to just pray for her. But I feel like you guys got to wake up, and I mean, when she aligned herself with this party about Nigeria, if y'all didn't see what that really was, go to your phone and research it. But I mean,
Okay.
to say she's unproblematic is crazy. Who has had more
Yeah,
beats with this
your
woman?
timer, your timer. I'll come back to you, T. Appreciate you, sir. I just wanted to say, you guys, I think that T made a great point when he talks about the erasure of Black history in this country. But I know that Nicki Minaj is not Black American. She's not FBA. So these things mean nothing to her, specifically. But I'll just say that, in my opinion, anybody that's trying to act like that's not true, that they're literally taking out you know things for slavery out of museums, out of different places. Like, this is definitely an attempt at erasure of Black American people, Black American history, and an attack on not just Black people though, really basically of people of color in general. But I make a separation between Black people and people of color because there's a difference. But regardless, aligning yourself with somebody, even if you need protection and you need help, aligning yourself with the enemy that's simply using you, is a crazy thing to do. Because the thing about tokens get spent, right? You have people like Brandon Tatum, if y'all know who that is. Let me block this person, Braylon. Get out. Because we're talking about something way deeper than you can comprehend. Somebody like Brandon Tatum, who is a notable raccoon, who tried to get into the Turning Point event, and they told him, no, 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 get your Black butt out of here, even though he spent so many years, trying to push forth ideologies that white people have told him. After his use was expended, they cast him aside. The same with Candace Owens and other people like that. So she may be getting something out of it right now. Cool. Bet. Do your thing. However, when she no longer has any use, she's going to be left off worse than she started off with. Understand that white people don't give tokens nothing for free at all. They give it to you for a while, and once they don't need you no more, they finna show you exactly how they feel about you. And they don't like anybody Black, period. They don't like anybody of color, period. Just because they sit there and smile with you and give you the thumbs up, you think that means they really like her? They're probably more diabolical than the people that she's trying to run away from. And I don't understand why we're not talking about this. Aligning yourself with discriminatory, racist, whitey people is never the move, baby. But okay, y'all, yeah, let y'all tell it, all right? Let me keep going. Let me go up here next to She Breaks Chains. Go ahead, sis.
Yes, this is the issue that I have with all of this in black people acting some type of rah. Did Nicki not come to the black community asking for help and the black people said and made a mockery of her? And
What
calling
black
her
people?
crazy
What black people?
and this, that, and the other.
Okay, so I gotta interject because I'm sorry, I don't like it when y'all come up here and make unbased things about the black people. Nicki Minaj was on Joe Budden calling black women black bitches. Okay? Talk about I don't like black bitches. You stupid black bitches always doing this, that, and the third. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? She sat there and said that black women shouldn't care about blackfishing because black women wear blonde wigs and a whole host of other different things that she said derogatory about black women specifically, somebody that looks like you. So I don't want to
Can
hear
you give
about
us the
coming
floor to
to,
speak?
but I don't want to hear the stuff about coming to the black people for help. Black people, she only comes to black people for any type of help or assistance when she needs it. She doesn't like black women. So let's keep it real so we can make sure that we know where Nicki Minaj stands with on black women. She doesn't think that black women are anything at all. So let's be clear here, all right? I'm gonna restart your timer though, but you talking about the black people. What are black people supposed to do? Coming to black people for help. You talking about the average everyday person that don't even have any money? What are black people supposed to do? What are you talking about? Somebody said, yeah, unmute her. I'll unmute her, but I'm gonna block you. How about that, KW? You're not even gonna be able to listen. Okay, go ahead. She Breaks Chains. I'm gonna restart you though, because I did interject on you. Go ahead. You there? She let me see if I can send you a request to turn your mic on. Oh, she left. My bad. Yeah, but that was crazy because it's crazy to sit there and try to blame black people. Like that's what you're not gonna do. Okay, go ahead. Chris, please. I'll start your timer. Go ahead, sir.
All right. So I don't understand. Like I know that you're all upset, but like literally all of this.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have to interject on you two. Don't do that. I'm not upset. Do you really think that I'm upset about this? I don't give a hot diggity damn that Nicki Minaj is linked up with Trump. I'm powerless to stop any of that. I'm powerless to stop what Trump got going on. I'm powerless to stop what Nicki Minaj got going on. I'm powerless to stop any of these things. And at the end of the day, I don't care. I just was asking. Somebody said you're upset in caps. I'm gonna block you too. Okay, because I'm not. But please don't play the angry black woman game with me because I know I speak with passion, but I'm really not upset. And I don't have to rationalize that to y'all. But at the end of the day, I'm not. I was just asking questions. If anything is making me upset, it's the amount of stands and barbs that seem to put their worship of another human being that goes to the bathroom just like they do and putting them on this like godlike pedestal. I find it scary and disturbing. Maybe that's something that's annoying. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad about this. But I can guarantee you that if somebody that y'all didn't like took some pictures with Trump, a black person, and did all of these things that she's doing right now, y'all would be pulling your hair out. And I find it very strange that you pick and choose who you don't like and what you'll accept. The same way with Chris Brown. If there was a celebrity you didn't like that was beating the brakes off of heifers, y'all would never listen to him or support him. But anyway, let me let this guy finish. I feel like you kind of offended me by without your opening statement, but I'm gonna give you another chance to see what you say. Go ahead.
Okay. So I didn't mean to say like y'all don't care that y'all are mad or whatever. I meant to say that there's a lot of discourse going on about this topic is what I mean. It's like this whole live, I was just watching and I was just like, damn, there's a lot of people who are mad and upset, which I understand. Like I was just at school and people were literally like 10 group of people who I was just friends with. I'm in college. They literally came up to me attacking me about my opinion on Nicki Minaj. I'm like, I don't understand why y'all don't like her, but y'all are attacking me. And then now I'm just seeing this live of just everybody having their opinion on it. But it's just like this, I don't understand why everybody's so like mad. Like, if you don't like her, cancel her. Stop watching, stop tuning in. Like, I don't watch Charlie Kirk stuff. I don't watch Turning Point USA. I don't like Trump. I don't like nothing. And I don't watch it. I don't post about it. I don't text about it. I don't email about it. I don't do shit about anything I don't like. But that's the thing, this is very monitoring spirit vibes. Like, everybody in here who don't like her, but they stay spending hours on days on live talking about her. It's like,
Okay.
I'm not saying that you're mad. I'm saying that this is conducive of somebody who would be mad. I mean, it's just like,
Okay.
I
Let me
wouldn't sit
stop
up here.
that. I see the shade. You're done talking. Let me say this. Nicki Minaj is a public figure. If people don't talk about her, she fades away and then she's no longer relevant. That's number one.
Cause you
Number
are a
two,
clown ass
okay,
bitch.
or
That means
you
you're
know
mad
what?
as
Shut
fuck.
up. You
You're mad.
go take an enema and clean out your booty because I know that it's getting well used. Okay, so how about that, sir? I'm not going to talk to somebody like that. Go clean out your pussy first before you talk to me and tell me what type of person I am. Okay, I'm not about to talk to you about that. Clean out your pussy first, sir. Now, as far as what you said, what you're doing, if you want to say what I'm doing is conducive to caring, what you're doing is conducive to caring about what a stranger says. That's stand behavior because you don't know this lady, right? Has she spent dinner at your house? Did y'all have Thanksgiving together? Did y'all go kick it? Does she know your name? Does she
No,
know
but
where
she
you
didn't
live?
do the same for you, and
Exactly.
you're
So she
yet here.
doesn't know you, right? Okay, so you need to clean your pussy out as well. So once again, while you're up here trying to degrade somebody that's talking about a social issue because it's a social issue and try to make, and that's what people do when they don't want to have anybody have any type of accountability for anything. They tell you, well, why are you talking about it? You don't have to talk about it. You could be silent. You could be quiet. You don't have to say anything about it. Yeah, we see ICE out there doing this, that, and the third to people, but why do you have to talk about it? You should just go ahead and shut up and put your hand in his head. That's exactly what y'all want people to do. And that's not what I'm going to do. If I was talking about the ways for you to clean out your pussy hole, you would be here listening. You really would. You would have no problem with it. You wouldn't say, oh, well, I don't know this person. This is why are we minding people business? You would have no, or if I was talking about the tea with, since y'all Nicki Minaj stands, and I found out some tea about Megan Thee Stallion. And I was like, hey, did y'all hear this bad thing about Megan Thee Stallion? Da-da-da. Y'all would be here clocked in. Clocked in. Y'all wouldn't be saying nothing about not hearing it at that time. So really, what are we talking about? Stop doing that. And if y'all feel like, once again, I think I need to see it again. If you, because I have not insulted y'all until y'all say something crazy to me. If you think for one moment on this earth that we're living on, you think that you're going to get up in this live box and disrespect me on the strength of me talking about a woman that you don't know, that would never let you in her space, that would never even talk to you. You think you're going to disrespect me on the strength of a stranger? You're smoking the strongest form of smack of all time. And it's really just that simple. I'm not about to go back and forth with you on somebody we both don't know. Okay, all right. We can debate about the situation of her supporting Trump or whatever, cool. But if you think you'll get up here and say, oh, you a trash person, you be okay, you're just gone. It's just that simple. All right, you got one time to talk to me crazy. All right. Go ahead, Dald. Go ahead, Dald. Let me send you a request to turn your mic on. Go ahead, Dald.
Okay, hey, so I just want to just clear this up because I feel like, honestly, it's not about like everybody being mad at Nicki like for, what she did. I just feel like it's just the way how she went about it. Like, how you a black woman, right? And you're going against the ultimate person that don't like black people in general. Like, it's just, I understand that you trying to basically have like a one agenda, like you're trying to get, your green card and stuff like that. But I just feel like it's kind of ultimate betrayal to, like, black women in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like also what's going on is like you're basically supporting what Trump is doing. She basically donated money to his charity. That's insane. And people is just sitting up here supporting her. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Yeah, I was a Nicki fan, but not after this. This is crazy.
Okay. All right. I got you. I got you. Somebody in the comments said, if y'all listen to NBA Youngboy, you don't want to hear nothing. I can't speak for nobody on the panel or whatnot, but I do I sound like I listen to NBA Youngboy? Stop playing with me. And if you say that I do, you're smoking. But if you think so, I don't. Okay? So please don't come in here saying stupid stuff like that. You said if it don't apply, let it fly, cool. And I'm gonna let you fly right on to block world. You're blocked. Bye. Hashtag blocked. All right, let me keep going. Next to McNasbeth. Go ahead. You there?
Yeah, hey y'all. I was just coming in to say like this whole situation with her and the cozying up to him. Um I don't like anyone that does that whole thing because of who he is and what he's represented this entire time. It's not even about her music or anything like that. It's the content of the character at this point. And like, this is not what we need to see from people who apparently have such a huge following of people. It just shows that you're willing to, sell out on the whole to benefit yourself. And in times when we have this type of thing going on, it's dire to be at a point where you eventually stand up for something. You know what I mean? Like, it has to happen at some point. Or who are you really? Like that, because the way people align themselves with him and with her, it's not even about your fandom. It's making me question your content as a person. Like, who raised you? Like, it's crazy.
I'm sorry, McNasbeth. I just had something real quick to say to this white T man in my comments named Flex Luther that said something crazy to me. Let me tell you something. There's no way that you can ever make me feel bad about myself when your whole persona is imitating a black rapper from the early 2000s. Do better. Do better. Get a better personality. Find out something that your people and your culture do good and imitate that and emulate that and stop riding the dicks of black people. You got to do better, okay? It's a bad look for you, okay? And go get in the sun because you look pale and uncooked. All right? That's all I have to say. I'm sorry. Go ahead, McNasbeth. Let me start. Let me give you an extra minute, sis.
No, that's it. You're good. You're quite accurate on that description too. Um, but no, that's really all I had to say. I just think it's pretty crazy that people are willing to throw away their whole like character behind, like you said, a lady who does not even know them, and follow behind this guy who is willing to tear apart this country for his personal benefit. You know what I'm saying? For a lady that does not know them, like, they are fighting tooth and nail, and she would not spit on you if you was on fire, boo boo. She would not. I promise you, she wouldn't. So that's all. It's just crazy. I wish healing for everybody, because gotta do better. We need better as a country and as a people.
Okay, hold on. I gotta block this guy in the chat. Okay, thank you so much for that, McNasbeth, and I definitely agree with you. I think you made some great points. Let me add some more people up here that are requesting. I just want y'all to know if you're not black, don't request up, okay? Because I don't want to hear it. All right. So,
Hey, how you doing?
hey, how you doing?
Good. I just want to say how you doing before I say what I gotta say. You know.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. First of all, Nikki has never commented on a black woman ever. So for
She
you,
definitely did. She
she never
definitely.
commented
That's
on a
Okay,
black
so
woman
lies.
we're
ever.
gonna
That's
stop. We're
lies.
gonna stop. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop right there because I need y'all to not let y'all stand this. You know what I'm saying? And y'all barbing this cloud y'all judgment. You literally can go out of the live. I'll let you come back. She literally has a live, well, not a live, an interview with Joe Budden where she talks about black women and calls them black bitches and all of the type of things. Okay. It says black women are the worst of the worst of the worst. She absolutely did. She absolutely said that. Also, when she was doing a song with that white tea lady that was cat blackfishing, she said that black women wear blonde wigs, and so black women shouldn't care about blackfishing or cultural appropriation. That's number two. And I really don't understand why y'all come up here and say things that are not true in order to support somebody. If you want to support her, that's cool. No problem. But don't say that she didn't do things that she very, very clearly did, okay? Because she definitely did that. All right? So you can keep going. I just want to interject and say that because what you said is not true.
Are you gonna let me finish what I'm saying?
I'm
Or we?
probably not gonna let you finish. Nope, because I don't like the way you talking to me, and I feel like the fact that Nicki Minaj has said things about the LGBTQ community, and a lot of y'all that are clearly fruity, and I say this with no disrespect, because I don't think that you can say AY on TikTok. So I'm just saying that not to be discriminatory to y'all. But the fact that y'all are willing to support somebody that's against y'all is actually psychotic. I need y'all to know that. That's nuts. Like, y'all are crazy. Y'all
I
are
support
crazy.
you on that one. I support
Like,
you on
I
that
don't
one.
I don't understand that. Like, if you're living a certain lifestyle, which is cool, but you know that the person that you're supporting is against that and thinks that you don't deserve to be doing none of that, or they're aligning themselves with people that don't think that you should be doing none of that. Y'all don't think that's crazy? I don't look. Somebody said, "Did I just say fruity?" I'd rather use that than saying punk, because I heard some G men say don't use that and don't use a lot of other words. So I don't want to be discriminatory to nobody. So that's the only reason why I use that. So, anywho, like I said, that's weird. And a lot of the people that's coming up here are black men specifically. So I'm concerned about that. Y'all not concerned, but I guess it's the same way when it comes to dark skinned black women that support Chris Brown. When you know for a fact he don't like dark skinned black women and y'all support him anyway because y'all think he cute or y'all think he can dance or y'all think he can sing, I think it's the same thing with this situation. And that's scary to me. Like, it's scary. But let me go ahead and block you. Fatal. Somebody, the guy that was just up here, he said Cardi B called black women roaches. She absolutely did. Ask me, do I support Cardi B? Nope, I don't. I don't support Cardi B. Cardi B talks like she got spit in her mouth. Raps like she got a whole bottle of water in her mouth. I don't like her either. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all act like because somebody criticizes Nicki Minaj that they have to be a stand of someone else. I'm not a stand of anyone. Nobody. Okay? No one at all. So that's what I'm saying. What did you thought I was going to scream about Cardi B? I don't even like her. I don't listen to her. Anywho, let me just keep going. This is just crazy. Like, I think I don't even know if I want to talk about this no more, because it's
Host,
something wrong with y'all.
Can,
Like,
can I
it's
say
something
can I
wrong.
say
host,
something real quick
may
about
I
that?
add something just
I'm
real
about to
quick?
add some
And
more people up, y'all, but you can go ahead. I'm about to add these people up while y'all
I
talking.
just
All right.
wanted to say to all of her stands, like I said to someone in the comments, I don't know if y'all realize, but she has made y'all all into DT supporters, because when it comes down to it, the money that y'all are giving her, she's turning around and she's giving it to him. So y'all are DT supporters by proxy. So go ahead and go claim your spot at the rally, and maybe he'll let her headline one of the rallies or something like
Um,
that, because that seems to be what you guys are really all about. Just go ahead and align yourself with them. Don't even act like you want to be over here. We know, we get it, we see. It's money over everything. Go get it.
All right, all right. I got you, Big Nesbeth. I think Jay has something to say real quick. I'll give you a minute,
yeah.
Jay.
I just want to say though, when you brought up Cardi and the Nicki thing, I'd rather sit here and say that I'm a Cardi fan only because of the simple fact that you could see Cardi changing. Everybody got their own past, right? But Cardi is changing. Nicki's not changing. She's not changing for the better. At least Cardi's changing for the better. I live in New York City.
Yeah,
You
I
feel
mean,
me?
I don't agree
When
with
you
that.
go to New York, guess
Okay.
who's
Have a
doing
great
the
day. I'm
PA?
not going to do that. I'm not going to make excuses for Cardi B, a non-black woman who has called black women roaches, monkeys, apes, all type of disrespectful things. Cardi B is not a black woman, and she hates black women, and she hasn't changed. And the only people that she chooses to respond to and get crazy with and attack their appearance and looks and all of that are black women, even though she desperately wants to be a black woman, even though she's not. So that the last thing I'm about to hear is a black man make excuses about a non-black woman that has disrespected black women. What? Like, no. That gets you dropped immediately, because this is a space for black women to feel safe. So get out of here. Skedaddle. All right, let me keep going. Next person, Egyptian. Go ahead, Egyptian.
Yeah, I want to say good morning, y'all. For so much as for the Onika thing, I really feel like this has been her, and I've been saying this for the longest. This has been. I feel like everybody need to distinguish Nicki Minaj from Onika. You feel me? I just think now she's in a position to where she's able to actually be herself, And for a lot of people, they're starting to see who she is. But I'm going to say it like this. Lil Kim Ben said it though. Regardless if people want to give her flowers, regardless if people want to say she was right or wrong, but Lil Kim did say that it was more to her that we didn't see. And she spoke on it. And I think now, with her being in the position that she's in, she doesn't have to prove anything. She doesn't have to, keep her mouth closed. She feel like she has made it to where she needed to be. Also, I always said that Onika has been male censored. I feel like she is one of those females who seek male approval. It has been proven time and time again. And I do agree with you when you say about the gays. Oh, I'm sorry. The LGBT community, when it comes down to them still supporting her, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know. It's just like I'm appalled that people really do be following her. And I've been left her alone since she married old boy. Um, I feel like at the end of the day, between the father, the son, the father, the brother, and then the husband, nope. It's just too much coincidences going on. So I feel like all that Roman stuff, I do feel like she has a problem. But are we going to talk about that? All that Roman and everything, I do feel like it's more to it. I feel like she has played it in her position to make it to whom she is, but I do feel like some of it is true. Two things could be true at once.
Okay. All right. All right. I got you. Egyptian. All right. Today, like I said, I just want everybody to know that just came in here. This live isn't to talk about Nicki Minaj, her personality or whatnot. I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I wanted to know is I wanted to talk to people that were, you could be a fan or you could not be a fan of Nicki Minaj, but I just wanted to know what y'all thought about her behavior, when her actions with supporting Trump and saying that he's the best president and the best person she knows and all that other stuff. I just wanted to know like what y'all, thought about this and how you rationalize her stance and her support of what's going on now with her artistry, and can you make a separation and delineation, and what makes it easier for you to do it with her than maybe other people that you might not do that with? That's all. Like I said before, I'm not a stand of anybody. I'm not pro Cardi. I don't even like her. I'm not pro anybody. I was just asking y'all questions so I'll get more people up here. If y'all could just make sure that y'all be respectful, because once again, I'm just asking questions. I don't know Nicki. You don't know Nicki. And this is just a social commentary discussion. But if y'all think, I just want to say it again, if you think for the life of you gonna disrespect me on my own panel, on defense of a woman that don't even know who you are, you're sadly mistaken. Okay, that's all I want to say. All right, let me go next up to with love. Go ahead, with love. Are you there, sis? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. So I wanted to just say, like, with this Nicki Minaj thing, I think people really need to dig deeper and really understand that this is really anti-Black. And we can't move forward unless we really understand our history. And I really understand that, like, when people in positions such as Nicki Minaj make moves like this, it really gives you don't believe that you're a Black woman in these white spaces, or you're white adjacent, and everything that you do and say is basically to capitalize off of your initial audience, right? When Nicki Minaj first came out, like, the gays and the Black women were all for her, right? That's how she got where she was. The moment that Nicki Minaj switched and she started to get into these different, like, industries and started to get into these, these different things, you kind of really saw like how she started to present herself in that way that is similar to a white man. So when she's on these panels and she's saying it's okay to be a boy, right? I think it's very delusional for specifically Black gay men, or I'm sorry, I know we
Yeah,
can't say gay, but
you gotta say G or something like
oh,
that.
specifically Black G men to still support Nicki Minaj when she's telling you everything that your house mother has like taken that burden on for when when your parents or your family like basically like didn't like want anything to do with you when they found out who you were. So I think it's just I think it's a lot of it is just people just like trying to still kind of be like, you know, this fan of her because they're still in delusion of like, oh, this is not real. This is just another lore that she, you know, or another personality that she's presenting. But in all actuality, it's really just you being delusional, you not believing what she's telling you.
All right.
And
I, I'll
and
give you one
this,
more minute because your
I'm
timer
sorry.
ran out.
I'm sorry. And just to finally, with knowing what this administration is about and knowing like how they are simply just like living out a lot of the things that has harmed the Black community, and for someone in power as Nicki Minaj to do that, is simply giving like we're never going to move forward if we have people like that. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right, all right. I got you. I got you. Appreciate you with love. I think that's exactly what I was trying to say, but I think that so many people worship her so much and are looking at her like almost like a demigod that they cannot wrap their mind around the fact that if you're a Black person, the things that she's doing is very anti-Black. You know what I'm saying? It's very harmful to Black people. You know what I mean? And I understand that. And I said this earlier that Nicki Minaj is an immigrant. She's not a foundational Black American. She's not a Black American at all. So she doesn't care about co-signing stuff that is an administration that's actively trying to erase Black history and all of these type of things and harm Black people. But if you're Black, and if you more specifically, if you're a Black American person and you're supporting her, like what's wrong with you? Like I don't even know what to say. So my thing is, like I said earlier, tokens get spent. She's being used right now as a token. She may be getting some type of benefit from it, but at the end of the day, once white people use you up and they use your platform, make you disgrace your name, make you alienate your fan base, use the little bit of influence and power and privilege that you have to support their agenda, they will get rid of you. It's the same way with I think it's Nick Fuentes, who said after co-signing raccoons for a while, oh, we don't need Candace Owens no more. We don't need all of these Black people that are essentially raccoons. They're sellouts to their own community. Get rid of them because they don't serve a purpose anymore. And that's what happens. I'm gonna block Sherry Marie. Goodbye. Get a life. Okay, so let me keep going. Next up to Lola. I'll start your timer. Go ahead, Lola.
Hi guys, good afternoon. Yeah, highly disgusted, highly disappointed in Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry, but I used to think of this thing where do famous people, so like let's say I want to be a rapper tomorrow, does that give me leeway to speak on politics? Um, it doesn't. It doesn't. When Kanye tried to do it, Black Americans and the world was hard on him. And now we're giving Nicki the Minaj a pass. She's been extremely harmful, especially for people that believe they're pro-Black and want to believe, because all of us have a certain level of anti-Blackness in us. But people that want to believe they're pro-Black and for Pan-Africanism, she has been extremely harmful. He's used her as a pawn in his chess game, especially to a whole country like Nigeria. Like she has no business. She's out of line. And I don't care how many bars you love that she raps. It is out of order. And you should not give her the same, you should not let her get away with this. Because in being harmful to Africa, she's been very, very detrimental and harmful to America. And it shows you she can be sold. Everything Lil Kim said, everything other women said, everything Wendell Williams said, everything other people said about her is coming to pass. But guess who still gets a pass? And then you guys use her to compare to Cardi B. Yes, Cardi B has been anti-Black, but she has been nowhere near as harmful, I'm sorry, to as Nicki Minaj. I'm not even trying to compare battle rappers, like I said. I'm talking about politics. They have no business speaking on what they don't know. It's getting irritating that American politics keeps
Okay.
involving
All right.
celebrities.
I got
It's
to interject once again. I wish that Black people would stop coming up here, and this no disrespect, Lola, comparing Cardi B to Nicki Minaj. Cardi B is just as harmful as Nicki Minaj, just in a different way. Cardi B is extremely harmful. Cardi B is disrespectful to Black women. Cardi B is not a Black woman. Has culturally appropriated Black women, Black American women, and all of the stigmas and stereotypes that are put onto Black women. She is able to do those things, us pay the price for it, and then her to be able to step away from it and go into her Latina bag. So, like, I don't understand how a Black woman could ever say that Cardi B is not harmful. Cardi B is literally called Black women roaches, burnt, monkeys,
Oh
apes,
no, no, no.
and a
That's not
whole
what I'm
host of other
saying.
things. She's
That's not what
definitely
I'm
harmful
saying.
just because I remember when she called herself supporting Biden and Offset introduced her as a black woman and said, oh, let this black woman talk. She don't speak for black women and speak for the black community at all. And she
Yeah.
shouldn't be speaking about politics. The lady has the IQ of a banana.
Absolutely.
Of a
That's what I'm
banana,
saying.
but I should have known not to, I'm gonna leave this to American people to talk about moving forward. If you're not American or you don't live in America, we're not even gonna have a conversation about this because it's just so many layers to it. Yeah, like no. Because do I be somewhere talking about the queen or the prince or whoever, whatever y'all got going on over there? No, I don't. Because I don't care. I don't care. I never go over there to y'all panels and talk to y'all about parliament. Because for what? Why would I? I don't know why y'all love to insert yourself in black people, black American business, but let me just keep going. No disrespect, man, but that's very annoying too. And then for you to do that and you're not even from here, and then you to talk about Cardi B not harmful, you don't even go here. Get lost. Get at her. No, you're slow. You're slow. Cause y'all eat beans on toast. So you're very slow. Yeah. I can't trust nobody that put beans on toast. You know what I'm saying, for breakfast and eat slop in 2026 when you have the ability to cook any type of food and you out here eating goulash. Get out of here. All right, so let me keep going. Next to, and if I offended somebody, I don't care. How about that? All right, so let me go next up to Jamili World. Go ahead, Jamili.
Okay, me personally, I feel like it is not saying what she's doing is right, but I do feel like it's really weird when people try to like attack her for doing these things when some of their favorite celebs do the same things and it's looked over a lot.
You don't
And
think that's making excuses for her?
I don't feel like that's making an excuse for her. I feel like if we're gonna say something about, if we're gonna call out something about one person, then let's call out
I do that. That's
all
what
of
I'm
it.
saying. I feel like because I think about 5 of y'all that are Nicki stands came up here and did that and said this exact same thing. I
Oh no,
do.
but I
I,
didn't get to
okay,
finish
so let me.
though.
I know you didn't because I'm not gonna let you right now. I'll let you speak in a second. I just want to say again for anybody that's in the request box is gonna say, "Well, we don't talk about anybody else." Yeah, she's doing something bad, but you guys don't talk about anybody else. You guys who? Because I do. I don't support people that do bad things. I don't support people that support my erasure. I don't listen to Chris Brown. I don't rock with him. I don't rock with R. Kelly. I don't rock with Diddy. I don't rock with a million other problematic black people that play in my face. I don't rock with Cardi B because she's not a black woman and plays in black women's face. Soon as I seen Erica Mena call Spice a blue monkey, I said, okay. I remember I was watching some show on Amazon Prime called I think what was it called? Hush or something that had Erica Mena in it. I was like, oh, I won't be watching that no more with that in it. So no, some people do actually hold people to it. I can't speak and say whoever on the panel was holding people to it, but I do. And I'm the one that's talking about it. So yes, so let's move forward and talk about it from that range. I do. So what happens if you actually do hold people accountable? So is what she's doing wrong or not? Could you answer that for me? I'm gonna restart your timer since I interjected. Go ahead.
I did say what she was doing was wrong. But then at the same time, I was also like, I've been in tune with everything that's going on, and there was a point in time where she was, um, giving her attention towards Democrats. Her whole main focus was to get legal citizenship. She's been trying to talk to the Democrats about getting it. Everybody ignored her, so she turned to Trump. And I mean, if she's getting paid, I mean, I'm not saying that it's good, but like, hey, people will do anything for money these days. And not only that, but you can tell by her mannerisms when she's up there talking to him that everything she's saying, I feel like she doesn't really feel like that's true. Like, for her to call him the most handsomest man in the world and she's side eyeing him as she said, like, come on, y'all can't really think that this lady is being serious right now. Like, her mannerisms, the way she's just acting, like, come on now, y'all know. And I know people might say, "Oh well, this is delusions. Y'all just trying to take up for her for everything." But I feel like she trolls a lot, and who's to say that she won't take her trolling to that extreme? Like, I don't
Okay, I
know.
can't take it anymore. All
Can
right,
I say something?
that's no, you can't. I just want to say that this is actually crazy. You have a woman that went and said that this is the best president, the best man that she know, and this man literally is trying to erase Black history, is literally doing things to harm Black people actively right now as we speak. And you over there talking about some. I don't think she really mean it. I don't think so.
Martin Luther
Like
King, bitch.
that's
Can I fucking
completely
speak?
insane.
And
You dummy. And that's exactly what I mean. That y'all, I don't know what y'all think that y'all gonna do when y'all start raising y'all voice and y'all start getting y'all feelings and y'all think y'all gonna disrespect me. The block and disconnect button is a finger press away. So I don't know what y'all thought. And anybody that's coming up here defending this lady is a complete idiot. And y'all always expose yourself. This man actively tried to roll Black. Let me block you. Hold on. I see you in the chat. I'm not letting you block. The fact that she told me she said, the person that was just up here said, let me finish Martin Luther King. So the fact that I'm trying to stand up for Black people, this dingbat, this idiot used it as an insult. Do you see the type of fans that Nicki Minaj have? Do y'all see the type of bird brains that are barbs? That's scary to me. You call me Martin Luther King because I said that you shouldn't support a racist? And I'm trying to stand up for Black American people who live here? What? That type of delusion is truly, truly scary to me. It's truly frightening. It really is. And the fact that people say you do anything for money. Yes, there are people that do anything for money. And those people are bad people. It's people that sell their kids for illegal substances or sell their kids for money. That's terrible, right? What are we talking about? Like, y'all, this is scary. Society is real scary. How dumb a lot of y'all are, and how y'all can really literally worship a person that you don't know. I okay, let me go down here, Dog. I'm sorry, Dog. Go ahead. I'm gonna start give you a timer for 2 minutes. Go ahead, sis.
What I was trying to say is this is what Black America is nowadays. Like, it's sad. It's truly sad. Like, my whole thing is like half of these Black people that's in America right now are literally accepting the white people, the way how they treat us. It's truly sad. And it's like the Bobs, like they just delusional. Every last one of them, they're delusional. And it's just this is what society is coming to. And it's sad. But it's our people. It is our people.
Yes, I just wanted to say about that. I understand what you're trying to say, but I really hate it when people say just like Black people. Like, you think that Black people are responsible for what's going on in the world today? You think that when you go and you saw that turning point meeting that Nicki Minaj had with Charlie Smirk's wife, with all of them racist white tea people in there, you think that Black people are really the problem in America? Like, they're not. It's Black people are responding to hundreds of years of oppression and mental manipulation and abuse. You know, it's still irritating to me to see it, but I think we need to have context about why a lot of Black people are self-hating. Now, Nicki Minaj, she's an immigrant, and a lot of times immigrants come over here and they're already got their raccoon chip because they have been told that if they want to get ahead, they have to raccoon and tap dance. So, but it's beyond Black people, okay? Because let's not even talk about the Hispanics who the overwhelming majority voted for Trump. Okay? So let's not just put it on Black people. But let me keep going. Go ahead, Bree. I'll start your timer. Go ahead, sis. I know you've been waiting. Sorry.
No, it's cool. Hey, so I wanted to touch on exactly what you said. Your doll said this is the Black experience. Nicki Minaj is not a foundational Black woman. She has, and a lot of times when they come over here, they don't have any idea of the real history and the mental abuse, generational abuse that Black Americans have dealt with. And like she said, they already come over here with a preconceived notion that Black Americans are lower than them, that they're better than us. So I feel like this all plays a role in what she's doing. So you can't really put that on the Black community. And this is why I'm happy that Black Americans are starting to separate themselves from just saying we're African American or we're black, because then that groups us with black women like that or whatever she wants to call herself. But as for foundational black Americans, we already know what's going on. Anybody that comes from like a diaspora or you come from Africa, you're not going to feel the same about it because you didn't grow up in America or you didn't grow up with American values. So I feel like it's expected from somebody that comes from where she comes from. That's what I have to say.
All right, all right. I got you, Bree. I definitely think that plays a part. What you said. I'm a Black American, and I definitely agree with you. And Cameron, the cynic in the comments that said that was xenophobic. Nothing that I said was xenophobic. I don't call the truth xenophobic. What I said was absolutely true. But I'm gonna block you because you the type to report. All right, bye. Okay, so let me go next up here to Dark Truth. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, yeah, I only came on here because I just want to say that I've been listening, and it's starting to get really annoying when everybody is what is the word? They every time well, the conversation is about Nicki Minaj and basically what she's doing and her actions and how it may or may not affect the black community. And everybody wants to bring up Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, like comparing celebrity to celebrities when this ain't a conversation, a stand conversation about which celebrity does worse or which celebrity is better. This is about her actions and her actions only. I'm just like anybody that come up, can we just stick to that part of the conversation and not what what Cardi B did or what somebody else did in this whole conversation?
All right. I got you, sir. All right, let me go next up here to B. I'll start your timer, B. Go ahead, B. You there, B? Let me send you a request to turn your mic on just in case you can't.
I think I'm here now.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm glad that y'all are having this conversation. I am Black American as well. Grew up in East Texas, and Texas is deeply, deeply racist. And so having these conversations is so important because I've always thought that most Black people don't understand or don't fully get it. So I'm glad that we're having this conversation. Thank y'all.
All right. I appreciate you, B. And I just want to say somebody in the comments said that, oh no, we should do that because everybody treats everyone different for different reasons. I just want to say this once again. Y'all have to stop projecting what you think or the people that you know onto other people because I don't do that. I'm the host. I'm the one that decided to talk about this today, and I don't do that. I don't mess with 50 Cent either. Because somebody mentioned, oh, do y'all mess with 50 Cent? No, I don't. But I don't mess with 50 Cent, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And just because, let's just say there were people that were picking and choosing. And they were like, Nicki Minaj is wrong, but 50 Cent is not wrong, or Steve Harvey isn't wrong when he did that photo op with Trump or whatever the case may be. That still doesn't stop Nicki Minaj from being wrong. Okay? Somebody said, well, I don't like 50 Cent. 50 Cent is abusive to black women. 50 Cent is a scumbag. 50 Cent is an abuser. 50 Cent is a bad in a whole host of a whole bunch of different things. Okay? And the fact that you don't even know why is crazy. It's nuts. Okay? Okay, so let me keep going. Let me go next up here to Sia. Go ahead, Sia.
Yeah, so I most definitely agree with majority of everything that you said. I do think it's crazy that Nicki Minaj did all of this and she's still not a freaking US citizen. That gold card does nothing. She still has to wait 5 years to get a freaking to even start the process of citizenship. She is a freaking sellout. And I hate when we talk about how Cardi B is also not Black American, but neither is she, and they like to paint this picture as if just because she's black she's one of, but she's not. She is literally prone to the propaganda that a lot of white supremacists paint for a lot of immigrants to believe that black people like just live off the system when we don't. They not realizing that black Americans are the reason why they're even able to come here and gain citizenship. She's just another one of the immigrants that fell for the propaganda that a lot of white supremacists push onto a lot of immigrants. That's why a lot of immigrants voted for Trump, because they listen to the white people. They listen to them. But that's it.
All right, I got you. See ya. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I do think there is a lot of white tea worship coming from, you know, a nice percentage of immigrants. Not all, of course, but I definitely do believe that is some brainwashing that's in place, for sure. All right, let me go next up here to Chilotem. Hey, how you doing, sis? Oh, and Gabrielle, I am trying to add you, Gabrielle, but it's not letting me. It just keeps putting you on the little timer when you get in the box, like it's thinking to add you on. Okay, go ahead, Chilotem.
Hey sis, good morning. How you doing?
Good
Hi
morning.
everyone. I just wanted to come up here and say a couple of things. So I've been seeing people wilding in the chat, and I think if this is your first time here, because some of us are here all the time, and if you're not familiar with the space, the host always talks about different celebrities, different topics. Like this is not new. Okay, we've talked about Cardi B before, we've talked about Nicki before. I particularly try to stay out of politics just because, you know, I'm an immigrant and I don't want to get myself in trouble, especially with this whole new administration and whatnot. And I also wanted to talk about the comments that was saying something about xenophobia. What the host said was not xenophobic, and I'm particularly taking up for her because I'm here a lot. And the truth, I know the truth is ugly. Sometimes people don't want to hear it, but the truth is that even people from my country, and I'm Nigerian, people from my country come here and then you hear their political views and they're very disrespectful towards Black Americans. And it's very annoying. I personally don't even talk to them because I don't like their mentality. The reason I'm able to come here and be able to be successful is because there are Black American men and women who put their lives on the line to have civil rights, to pave the way for other Black and brown people to come to this country and be successful. So when an American person calls that out and says that, you know what, they have noticed a pattern with other immigrant groups who, you know, I'm trying to be, who, you know, act in, sorry to say this, coonish ways, it's the truth. And sometimes people don't want to hear that. And it's because they are raised, some of these people, some of these immigrants are raised like in certain religions, and then they come here and they listen to messaging without nuance, and then they you know, they cave into it. So it's the truth, and it's not xenophobic. I think there needs to be some kind of I guess delineation, if you know what I mean. So I just wanted to come here and say that because the chat is really getting on my nerves. And people are talking about her voice. If you don't want to be here, then don't be here. If her voice is bothering you, then leave. Nobody's asking you to be here. You know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for the live and thanks for having me up.
No problem, Chilotem. You know it's always love. You know I always appreciate you, sis. I
Can
did want to
I ask
say
really
and ask.
quickly?
Oh, just a second. I just wanted to ask you guys. Moving forward, if you guys could tell me, do you agree with Nicki Minaj's behavior? Do you think that her going there with the president and saying that he's the best president, he's the best man that she knows, and all of this stuff? And do you agree with her going on Charlie Smirk's wife's you know, that event that they had at Turning Point, and saying that Black women are trying to shame white tea women for being beautiful? We're trying to make white tea women feel ashamed of their beauty. Like, do y'all agree with that? I want you guys to answer that question for me. If you are a fan or a stan or a barb of Nicki Minaj's, do you find that to be okay? Or do you agree? Do you think that Black women are out here trying to make white women feel bad about their beauty? And if you don't think that that's okay, then how can you still support her when you know that she has a very bad thought process when it comes to Black women? Because I have seen white women speak out about Nicki Minaj often, especially conservative white women back in the day. I never heard her get on the live and call, or get on Joe Budden's podcast and call white women white bitches. These white bitches, these white hoes are the lowest of the low. Never heard her say it, but I definitely heard her say that about Black women, call Black women black bitches and all type of things. So make that make sense for me. Go ahead, Dark Truth. And then I got to go up here to Tyler. You there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. I just want to say I saw somebody in the comments that said they don't agree, but they don't disagree, which to me makes it seem like you don't stand for anything or you don't stand on anything. So it's like, why even be in the conversation? Because you have no real valid say so in this whole conversation. Because if you don't make a stand for something, then what are you even talking about?
All right. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right. I think Bree has something to say. I'm sorry, Tyler. I'm gonna go to Bree real quick because she did interject and try to say something. Let me go to Bree first, and then I'll go up there to
Yes,
you.
I was gonna add to I want to throw in there that I think she's absolutely wrong to answer your question, but it also it also is weird because these women come over here like Nicki Minaj. She went and got her butt pumped up. She wasn't shaped like a black woman. She didn't look like a black woman when she first hit the scene. So it's kind of like she used us as a stepping stone. This is probably who she always has been, but she hit it until she thought it was a good time to bring it out. But I wanted to ask the girl from Nigeria, are you a first generation? Like, are you the first one to come over here?
Yes, I
Or
am.
well, I'm very I give you your props for like educating yourself on that because especially first generations they don't come over here with that mindset. So
Yeah, Chilo Tim,
kudos
she's
to
real
you.
cool. She's real cool, Bree.
Kudos to you.
Yeah, she's real. Chilo Tim's real dope, and she's real intelligent.
I love that, but I do want to.
Thanks,
That's what
Bree.
I wanted to touch on. How they come over here and they pay money, and that goes for white women too. They pay money to look like
I'll
black
give
women.
I'll give you one more minute, Bree.
Okay, they pay money to look like black women. They come over here, pump their butt up, pump their lips up, wear all type of wigs, and get all submerged in our culture. When really this is who they in. So this is who they are on the inside. So I would say to Black Americans, we should stop being so inviting and letting everyone into our culture because this is what we get from it.
Okay, all right, I got you, Bree. Rice Robin says, y'all be saying black comes in all colors and then simultaneously say black people don't look black. I don't know who said black people come in all colors. I don't know what you mean by that. I think black people, what's your mama and your daddy or your parents black? Like me personally, I'm black. I'm Black American. My daddy black, my mama black. My grandparents on both sides are black. My great grandparents on both sides are black. So I don't know what you mean by that. We're not talking about race right now. We're talking about ethnicity. So maybe that might be where you're being confused at what we're talking about. Because Nicki Minaj is not a black American, but yes, she's in black American business right now. She's not even a doggone citizen of the United States. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what Bree said. You just heard her say that Nicki doesn't look black. Stand on business. I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't hear her say that. I don't think that.
I wasn't talking about physical. I wasn't talking about her face and her skin color. I'm talking about as far as her body. Everybody knows that hips, ass, lips, those are black features.
I don't know. I think that's a little bit much because there are black women that don't have hips and don't have booties and
And
don't have lips either.
those are mostly black American. But I'm saying if we're going back to our roots, like what we all looked like back in the day, we were all thick before we got European genes mixed in us. We
Yeah,
all
I don't know about that. That sounds crazy. I didn't
so
know.
you don't
Now I see. Now I see why the
so
person in
you
the
don't
comments. Hold on. I see why the person in the comments, Reese Robin. I'm glad that you brought that to my attention because somebody would have thought that I agreed. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. So, yeah, but no, I don't agree with that. I don't. I don't know what to say. I think that's a crazy, wild thing to say. Even if you look in Africa, like people that are fully African, that may be Kenyan or may be Nigerian or may be Liberian or may be whatever. There are some women that are genuinely like more petite. They might not
okay.
have big wide hips and a big old
So
booty.
can I ask you a question? Why do when women come into these spaces, then they feel like this is what they need to attract a certain demographic?
Because black men have sexualized the black body and told black women that they have to look a certain type of way to be acceptable to them. Nicki Minaj said that the reason why she got the butt shots is because Lil Wayne and all of them were in some type of studio session and they were talking about women's butts and they were making her feel like she wasn't nobody because her butt was small. And so she was like, and she saw the way they treated the women with big butts. So she said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this big butt because these black men don't like me or they don't desire me the way they desire these other women. So it was rooted in pick-meism and male-centeredness, which we can already see that Nicki Minaj is very male-centered, very pick-me-ish. So that's where it's coming from. So I don't, I don't know what else you
But
say.
to appeal herself to who? To black
Black men.
people. That's
Black
what I
men.
mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but that
Like,
still doesn't have. But you said that like having butt and having a hips
well, I
is
meant that
something that's
figuratively.
relative to
I meant
black
that
people.
figuratively, not literally. But I'm saying she did that essentially to appeal to black people, black men, black.
It was just the black men. It wasn't the black people because I think black women could care less. I think that it's black men that she was doing it to. But that's something that black men have to address. Their glorification of certain type of body types. And then now I see all these black men on TikTok that want to shame women with BBLs. Oh, BBLs, you shouldn't do that. Keep your body natural. When they're the reason why the majority of black women have gotten BBLs and gotten alterations to their bodies. But that's a whole nother topic in discussion. For another day. Somebody said black men are still black. What does that mean? Anyway, let me just keep going. Let me go up here next to Thailand because that person's been waiting for a long time. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Hello. So, I have a couple points, but I just want to say what Bree was talking on. If you go back to Nicki Minaj's mixtape era, MySpace era, when she uploaded her first rapping video on MySpace, her body was T as fuck. She did not need any shots. She did not need any of that. She was perfect regardless. And yeah, some black women are more gifted than other black women on their bodies. So I feel like that was irrelevant to say. But another thing is, I want to know, like, why is this specifically about Nicki Minaj? Like, is it because it's recent? Or like, why is this not about celebrities supporting Trump? Because I definitely don't agree on how Nicki has went about it, but I feel like African American and all black people have pushed her to that point, honestly. But I'm not
Wait a
defending
minute.
it.
You black people have pushed her to what point?
I feel like it's a lot behind the scenes that we obviously don't know,
Okay,
but it's
if it's
hints
behind
to.
the scenes, then it's not the average everyday black person. But you said black people and have pushed her to that point. So what have the average everyday black person done to push Nicki Minaj to the point of supporting a person that is definitely racist and that's only using her?
I think so. This was like around probably like 2020. Her dressing room got shut up. Just a
Okay,
lot of weird
that
things
has
have
something
been
to do
going
with all black
on.
people. Her dressing room getting pewed up has something to do with all black people. That's not making sense.
I'm just saying it has pushed her to a point, and I feel like she needed to get protection, and that's what she did.
So you
But
think that
I'm not
she's
going to
going to
defend I'm
get
not going to defend how she went about it,
okay?
because it's definitely not the right way how she went about it.
All right,
And we can agree to disagree, but um I don't know,
okay.
people are,
Your timer ran out.
as an American, we
Can
have
I
a
say something real
right.
quick?
Your timer ran out, but I'm gonna give
Oh,
you one more minute, okay? That way
okay.
you can finish up your
All
thought.
right. As an American, we have the right, we have freedom. We can like who we like, support who we like. That is our right. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Okay, all right. So I just want to say this, and I really want to say this. Like the excuse making for Nicki Minaj is really nuts. Like to me, I find it to be completely crazy. If you know how Trump is a racist person. So are the people that are underneath him, right? The whole administration is filled with racist white people. The Secretary of Defense has white supremacist tattoos on his body. So this is not something that is conjecture or a thought or a possibility. It's a fact. They are actually actively trying to erase Black American history as we speak, taking out slavery from books, trying to tell kids that slavery was people wanted to do it. It was not slavery. It was indentured servitude and a whole bunch of other things. For you to say that, oh, this person got their dressing room pewed up, or they're mad about Jay-Z and Rock Nation and they decided to align themselves with a person that doesn't even think that they should be existing and living is crazy. There's no excuse for that type of behavior. I don't know what to say. There's no excuse for you to get on a Turning Point event and say that Black women are trying to make white women ashamed of being pretty. That's insane and nuts. There's no way that you should be doing anything like that. But like, I didn't, somebody said y'all voted for him. I
Can I
didn't
say
vote for him
something?
and I'm about to block you. Okay? Because 92% of black women didn't vote for this man. So y'all who? Your mama? You're blocked. Get out of here. So anyway, like I was just saying, what you're saying is completely nuts. All right. That's all I'm going to say. It's crazy. And with the excuse making for this woman is next
Wait, can I
level
say another
delusion.
thing?
No, next, the excuse, who was that? The excuse making for this woman is next level delusional. It really is because there's nobody else. If you didn't like their music, would you make excuses for this? And once again, when this lady, like I said earlier, tokens get spent. When they have used this lady up, when they have managed to rip away all of her influence and all of her power and privilege, and she's done, and they get exactly what they want, she will be cast aside just the way they do with all tokens that racist white TV will use to push their agendas. It's really just that simple. Who was that unmuted themselves and said they wanted to speak?
Me, that was me.
It
I
was me
just
too.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I
You can
can, I
speak
can, I
first.
can, I can. Go ahead. I'll give you 1 minute, Dark Truth. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
okay. I just want to just ask one. What Nicki Minaj is part of the 1%. What exactly are black people pushing her to? Two, everybody keeps saying she did it for protection. Trump and them couldn't even protect Charlie Kirk. So what exactly are they going to protect her from? Like, what are we talking about here?
I think that's a great point. They couldn't even protect Charlie Kirk. Exactly. And then the president just went over there after everything happened, like, whelp. I know that he was always riding my dick. You know, he was a very good supporter, riding my dick often, but whelp. Yeah. I guess, yeah. So really, what are we talking about here? Like, be freaking for real. Let me just keep going.
I
Go
wanted to
ahead,
speak to.
Jada.
Oops.
Go ahead, Jada.
What's going on, people? How y'all doing this morning?
Hey, how you doing? Or Jade,
I'm
sorry
good.
about
I
that.
just, I just want to say this though, like, from my point of view, I am going to say she did it for protection, and I know people might not agree with it, but at the end of the day, she went to the blue party to get protection when her house got swatted, when her dress room got pewed up. She went to the blue party for that, and the blue party didn't help her. The blue party just really just turned their back on her, didn't help her at all. So now she aligned herself with the red party to get the help and the protection she need, because we all got to understand that even my ex-wife taught me this. A woman will go into survival mode by any means to protect her husband, to protect her child, to protect her mother. And if she has to go into protection mode, if she got to go and do some things that we don't get, that we might not like, oh fucking well. It's
This
fuck.
is
No,
ridiculous.
I'm gonna say
And
this is
stop
stupid.
cussing.
hold
Stop
on, let me
Protection,
cussing.
finish. Let me
protection from
finish.
what?
Let
No,
me
I
allow
don't
my,
have to let you finish. Shut up. What were you
Protection
about to
from
say?
what? I
And
just
you
said
got to stop
protection.
interjecting too. But go ahead,
No,
Dark Truth.
all I'm saying is protection from what? Like, she's not getting any type of protection. The stuff that happened to her can still happen to her now. Trump and them are not going to be sending down FBI agents, CIA agents, or anything to keep her protected. Like, y'all got to stop the madness. Like, this
do
whole
you know that for
conspiracy
sure?
theory
Do you know that for
on
sure?
Rock Nation. Yes, we all know this for sure.
Do you know
Because
that for
what?
sure?
Their head person that was just talking,
We
the
don't
one
know that for
person, no,
sure.
no, no. The one person that they just had who they looked to and idolized got pew-pewed in front of a group of other white key people. Nobody protected him. What are we talking about here? Even our president
All
himself
right.
was pewed at. What are we talking about?
All
Like,
right.
It's
y'all
not
are
in
delusional about the
isolation though.
protection thing.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Saffron. Okay. Let me just say this. The guy that was up here, he dropped. I don't care. This whole idea that y'all are talking about people that she went to the red side or whatever for protection and I want y'all to know that the red side does not like black people. Did y'all not know that? And I'm not saying the blue side does either. I think both parties are deeply, deeply flawed and problematic. Both, yes, he dropped. I didn't drop him. I think both sides are deeply flawed, Democrats and Republicans. But y'all not gonna come here and tell me that these white tea people that definitely don't even think that black people should have a right to exist are trying to bend over backwards to protect Nicki Minaj from all harm. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy if y'all believe that. And that's all I have to say. Y'all will go anywhere to any level to rationalize this lady's behavior because y'all are super stands. I don't know what to say. For real. Y'all are nuts. And just like Dark Truth said, if you cannot protect a man that spent a lot of his years glazing you, You can't stop him from getting unalived in front of everybody. You're not saving Nicki Minaj. That's for doggone sure. Like what?
Can I
Next
say
person.
another thing?
I'll come back to you. Maybe. Go ahead, Saffron.
Hi, I wanted to say on the protection part, I think it's
Oh,
not.
wait a minute. I said I'm not talking to anybody that's not American, that doesn't live in America about this. Do you live in America?
No, but
Okay,
you
then
said
bye bye.
go ahead.
Take a walk. Take a walk. I'm not talking to any of you Brits about this. I have no idea. I just said it before. Why do y'all always want to talk about Black American business? I never am nowhere telling y'all about the queen, the king, the prince, the princess, the Dutch, the duchess. I'm never nowhere talking to y'all about parliament because I don't care. Why do y'all care about American business so bad? But any other time y'all telling Americans that they stupid, they this, they that, but y'all love to give y'all 2 cents on business that don't belong to you. You got plenty of things to worry about on the other side of the pond, right? So worry about that. Mind the business that pays you. What do I look like talking to you about something that you don't know nothing about? You don't live over here. So get out of here. Don't request up if you don't live in America. Now, if you're an immigrant and you live in America, that's fine. You can talk about it if you'd like. But if you don't live here, get out of here. For goodness sake. Like, what? When I don't go anywhere where y'all at say, hey, you know what? I'd like to talk about Queen Elizabeth, and I'm just so broken up she passed. Oh my God. Let's talk about this. Oh, yes. Queen Elizabeth. And you know what? Let's talk about those beans on toast. I just, that's something that I really like myself. I'm not talking about that. Get up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to end this live because this is getting really annoying to me. For real. Let me just keep going though. Tay Anise, go ahead. I'll start your timer, sis.
Hey babe, I love listening to you. You're so smart. You have great points. So all I wanted to do is add this component. The issue is that when you are complicit in white supremacy, you are holding up white supremacist ideology. This administration has came out and they have done nothing but support and deregulated things that are against or for Black people. And so, and minorities as a whole, but I'm solely focused on Black Americans. And the issue of it is if you let musicians and people who get their wealth off the backs of us, the consumers, set precedent that the things that this administration is doing is okay, then you're upholding white supremacy yourself and you're complicit in it. And no Black person from any diaspora should be complicit in that. And I'm saying this as an ex Nicki Minaj fan. I've been to all the concerts and I've supported her since 2007. Now with the brother and with the husband, I kind of tried to just focus on the music, but with this, when it comes to my Black people, I would never stand and be complicit in white supremacy. That is something that I will actively and always be an activist against. And if you don't stand for anything, you will fall easily. And this administration has shown this. This administration has put everybody in a situation and in a position to lose. And I think that this is such a pushback for Black Americans right now because we see these things blatantly because we understood the assignment when we went to vote in November. We voted 92% and 84%, and we understood the importance of us sticking together at this time. And for you to let a musician continue to divide us just because you support her music is insane. She doesn't need any protection. She has a husband. That is her protection right there. She has enough money to protect her husband and her son. Supporting Donald Trump is not the answer. It never has been the answer. If you're looking for a white person to protect you, you have lost right there already. So for you all to come up here and say that she's looking for protection from Trump is just excuses, and it's lacking accountability, and it's making you comfortable in your support because you need an excuse to continue to listen to her music. A white person is never going to protect a Black person from anything. And you need to understand that and stop coming up here with that rhetoric because it's nonsense.
All right. I got you, Tay. I think that you spoke nothing but straight facts for sure. And I think that, yeah, I don't even have anything to say, sis. You said it all. Let me go next up here to Coco. Let me go over here to Coco.
Hi, I just want to say that
realistically, if we're looking at the topic as a whole, Nicki Minaj is a male-centered woman. Okay, so therefore she's never ever going to take the side of women, hence why you see how things were with her brother and her husband. If you guys don't remember, a few years back when she went on her little radio show, she literally called her husband's victim a white woman. And what she does is she uses black people, trans people, gay people, LGBT, whatever, to put herself up. So she tried to use that whole rhetoric, like, oh, it's a white woman coming after my husband, et cetera, et cetera. Joined in tearing down the victim. My apologies. And many people join in tearing down the victim, and people don't realize that. So when we fast forward and we're looking at a lot of the things that she's doing right now, it's because she's a male-centered woman and also conservative, very conservative. And she's always been conservative. And I don't think people realize that either. Me being a black American and my mom being from Trinidad and Tobago, I see the arguments. I see the debates. I see it all. I lived through it. They will sit there and call black Americans lazy, but at the same time, they'll sit there and overwork Caribbean people. And it's unfortunate that, we have to live in a society where y'all think it's a plus for her to run to white people. Like as if like it was a play. Y'all been gaslit and gagged, literally, and it's sad. There's no benefit in her getting that card, doing anything. There's nothing. There's no benefit. There's no money. There's no protection. Understand the stuff that the crimes her family and her husband have committed are state charges. So federally, they can't step in and do not a damn thing. So I need the fans to chill out on that. And that's one thing. And also, I don't mean to be rude, but
I'll give you one more minute.
oh, okay, no worries. And I don't mean to be rude, but a lot of trainees are fucking fucked up. Sorry to say it like that. I know my people. A lot of people from other different black people from other different countries align themselves with whiteness all the time. And they do it so commonly. And I don't mean to generalize anybody, but it happens a lot. Just like how they tricked other black people from different countries about black Americans being lazy, it's the same thing they used to do to us when everybody used to sit there and think Africa was poor and everything. Come to find out it was number of riches and all kind of stuff and the diamonds and everything. So, I just need y'all to like open up your brain or something like that. Like I know the society when it comes down to intellect is dead. People don't even expand the captions to read stuff anymore. So I'm not surprised with people siding with her because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to believe it. They want to just be in like this bubble of listening to her whack ass music and her whack ass lyrics and her whack ass stuff. Like, come on now. Her wig is lifted now. Y'all really gonna listen to sis?
All right, all right. I got you, Coco.
But
All
I
right,
just
let me
wanted to
take
say
you.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
here to.
let me keep going. Next up is Freaky T. Go ahead. I'll start your timer. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for hosting this, and as well as Tay. She was spitting a lot of facts earlier about upholding white supremacy, or white tea supremacy, sorry. The main thing that I wanted to talk about was Nicki's kind of intentions here. Now, we all know that she has multiple um, not great people that she surrounds herself with that could definitely benefit from the way that this administration stands up for and protects predators. So we've got her husband, who's currently on the list, can't even pick up his child from school. So there's definitely a lot of motivation to try to get him off of that list. And there's also a lot of motivation to help pardon her brother, who is a convicted R-worder of his own stepchild that not only did Nicki stand up for, write a letter saying to give him grace, but also paid for his bond personally. So I think that's not being discussed as much as I think that it needs to, because I think that that is a huge motivator for her to continue to do this and to kind of kiss their butts and say how dashing Trump is and things like that. So I just really wanted to throw that out there, because to say that that doesn't have anything to do with anything, I think is a little bit delusional.
Okay. All right. All right. I got you. Let me go next up to Judah Israel. Go ahead, sir.
How y'all doing? How you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, all this, man. If anybody can look at this and don't call it for what it is, uh, you delusional, uh, cross-eyed, or any type of derogatory thought you can come up with, you need to wear that jacket if you can't see what's going on. And I try to tell people all the time, I said, bro, you got to look at Nicki and her antics, right? Nicki didn't think all this was going to get this far, right? She went into the gutters and married, pulled that man up out of there. I don't know what she needed in her life, some familiar, somebody familiar, or I don't
Okay.
get it. But
What's this
uh,
got to do with the
one
topic,
of
sir?
that,
You breaking up too.
I'm finna get to it. I'm finna get
Okay.
to it. I'm
Well,
getting there.
yeah, you gonna get to it somewhere else, okay? Because you already started it off wrong. All right, insulting people. All right, so you have to get to it somewhere else. All right, get to it on your own page. All right, so because it's like you're not even you're talking about who she married, and I get it. I don't. I'm not against you necessarily talking about that, but that's not what we talking about. And then it's like you're lagging. Then you're spreading your words out like the sloth from Zootopia, and it's just too much, and it's just annoying to me. And for anybody to say, "Oh, why didn't you just listen?" Because I'm not getting paid for this. This is free. Nobody's paying me. Nobody's sending me gifts. Nobody's cash apping me. So why in the world do I have to be tortured for free? You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing, is that y'all be expecting me when I do these lives to be tortured for the free. I got to listen to you give your stupid perspective and listen, da 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 da. And I don't want to do that. I don't have to do that. I'm not being paid for this. So, it is what it is. Let's see here. Tylen says, I wanted to be educated. You're just arguing. Okay, so let me say this to you, Tylen. First of all, you can't be educated because you're an idiot. And your IQ level is at a negative 1 trillion, 1,000 trillion. So first of all, you'd have to go to a neurosurgeon for them to reconnect some type of lobes in your brain, maybe connect your right hemisphere with your left hemisphere to find out why it's not functioning correctly, for then you to find out how to be educated. But I can't do it for you. You got to go to a neurosurgeon to get that taken care of. And then maybe once you get that taken care of, if your insurance will take care of that, then maybe we can come back and be educated. But I don't have the time to educate idiots. Okay? I already listened to what you had to say, and what you had to say was completely stupid. And I know that you were upset that I didn't let you say anything else, but I didn't. And now, after I've done this, I'm going to block you. So have a great day. Go educate yourself. Read a book. Bye. And start with Cat in the Hat. But I don't think that you can, because I already blocked you. So sorry. But hopefully, if anybody knows her, tell her that she should start with Cat in the Hat and Green Eggs and Ham, and then work her way up. And then maybe she can get educated. But first, she should start with Cat in the Hat and then Green Eggs and Ham. Those are two books that really help people that can't really read properly. So start there, okay? All right. Anywho, let me just say that I'm tired of this conversation. I knew talking about Nicki Minaj was going to bring out a lot of stands. It was going to bring out a lot of psychos. And that's the exact reason why I don't talk about celebrities that got big followings, because their worshipers start coming around and then they want to attack you. They want to threaten your life. They want to say all of these things just because you critiqued somebody that they don't even know. Somebody that if they attempted to speak to that celebrity, their celebrity would say, ew, security, 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 get this poor bum away from me. I don't understand why celebrity worship is so intense over here in America, but it is really, really scary to me. Bia says that I wouldn't trust any of y'all. Well, I wouldn't trust you either. And I'll show you how much I don't trust you, because I'm going to block you. And I don't know why you following me either, but you're blocked. Yes, like I said, it's very scary, the amount of hoops that you jump through to defend Nicki Minaj. It's crazy. She just went up there with a man that is actively harming black people and also other races of people. And y'all are over here sitting there defending this woman with your lives. I don't understand it. It's scary, scary, nasty work. For real. But I should have known that when y'all were what is it when she married that man that raped somebody? The fact that she still had stands after that, I should have known that there was something wrong with y'all at that point. Cause I don't understand how you could be a stand of a woman that literally married a rapist. But nonetheless, I'm done talking about this. I appreciate everybody that came up here. I appreciate all of your thoughts and perspectives. Even if I didn't agree, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the conversation. If you do like this, you know what I'm saying? I do mostly, I normally try not to talk about politics because it brings out the nuts. And I also try not to discuss people that have very large fan bases because once again, it brings out the nuts. But if you are a black woman, I do have this platform strictly for black women and black girls to uplift us, to speak life to us, life into us, and to talk about the things that affect us the most. That's what I talk about 99% of the time. Black women, black women, black women, black women. So if you guys will, if you like that, follow me. If you don't, please don't follow me, man. All right. Somebody said, where's the uplifting? It's at your daddy's house. That's where it's at. Because what I also don't do is co-sign craziness. And if you think that I should co-sign the craziness of a woman that is supporting a white tea supremacist, then that's the problem for you. But since I'm not doing any uplifting, I'll block you too. Have a great day. Gabrielle, I keep trying to bring you up, sis. I'll try to do it one more time before I get out of here. Hopefully he can let you up.
I just wanted to say one more thing before I go.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I love your page. I've been listening to you for a long time. And I just want to encourage you to continue to like try to add just a little bit of politics in there because it's so many people in our community that's not fully aware of the whole entirety or the whole scope of things. And I think not being fully aware of what's going on is really dangerous. You know, I want us to continue to stay in the house and protect ourselves and, you know, preserve our energy. But I want us to also stay informed because when they do physically start coming for us, like they are coming for other communities, we need to be prepared and we need to galvanize and we need to figure out ways that people that are like-minded like us can come together to combat what this regime is trying to do. And I think it's important for us to try to stay informed as Black women. A lot of us are single because a lot of us have decentered men, myself included. And I think that it's strength in numbers. And if we can figure out a way to become a community and to educate ourselves, we will be just as strong as we already are. Spiritually, we are on the same page, but we have to try to figure out ways to strategize against this. So I just wanted to give you some love, and you are funny as fuck. So yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Tay. I really appreciate that, sis. But I'll tell you the reason why I don't talk about politics that much is because people really get crazy. Like, you know, like normally if I talk about stuff with Black women, you know, people come up here and get crazy. You know, occasionally it'd be the white tea person that'll come in or a white tea Hispanic that'll come in and violate and say something. But most of the stuff that we get is from like, you know, Black men or whatever, some pick me Black women. It's not anything that I can't handle. But when I talk about like politics, it be so many people of all races just blowing down and just being so crazy and disrespectful and just violating. It's so difficult to deal with it. And it's also so difficult to deal with it. Like I said, when you talk about a celebrity with like a big fan base like Nicki or Chris Brown or somebody, they be going crazy. They be like in my DMs like, you dirty bitch. I hope that you unalive tomorrow. How dare you talk about the queen, Nicki Minaj, who is the creator of everything that is holy. Oh, I be like, are you okay? Okay. They be going crazy on me for real. They be like, how dare you talk about the queen? I love Nicki Minaj. I eat, breathe, sleep Nicki Minaj. When I take a dump, when I'm pushing out the poop, all I'm thinking about is Nicki Minaj, Onika, Tanya, Mirage. That's all I'm thinking about. Yeah, yeah. And I'll be like, you know what? I don't even want to talk to you because you're clearly not living in reality. I can't talk to you. I can't talk to you about this. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I don't do it for real. Like, and I agree with everything that you said, Tay. I like your voice. I like your spirit. I think that you really mean what you're saying. I think you're a very intelligent black woman. For real, I really mean that. But it's just, I don't know if I can do it, sis, because
Trust.
Remember
I did it. I'm gonna say this. I'm
remember
gonna
the
say
one
this.
time you tried to talk about Chris Brown and Marie came here?
Oh my
Till today,
god.
Marie is still an inside joke because we call all Chris Brown
yeah,
supporters Marie.
this black woman went in on me about Chris Brown. She was going crazy, bro.
But I do want to say this. I did politics. I used to host political lives before the election. I mean the E. Before the E, after the E, just educating people. I was telling people go to congress.gov, read, educate yourself so you know what's going on. And I understand. They got crazy. I got doxxed. It was crazy. So I get you. So
Yeah. See, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. See, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. But that's exactly why I try not to talk about it too much. To be honest with you, when I saw that it was getting to be like 200, 250, 270 people in here, I was like, oh, bro, I shouldn't even talked about this junk today. Because contrary to what people think, I prefer when I be having my little lives and only be like 60 people in here. Because mostly it be black women. You know what I'm saying? It be a few black men that come in and try to get on our nerves. But mostly it just be sisters. And I'd be happy with that. I don't be wanting that extra stuff in there, but anyway, I just say I appreciate all of y'all, you guys. And if you're a black woman, and you're listening to this, I just want you to know you are amazing. You are awesome. You are special. You are valuable. You are the freaking blueprint. I don't care what none of these people tell you. The world doesn't move without our influence and also our love and our power and our presence. And I just want to say that I really love y'all and I really do this for y'all. Of course, some black women I'm not going to agree with because I feel like if you're co-signing things that are a detriment to other black women, yeah, I'm going to get on you. But at the end of the day, I really truly want the best for everybody that is a black woman. I'm rooting for everybody black. You know how people say rooting for everybody black? Well, I'm rooting for everybody that's a black woman and a black girl. I hope that you get everything that you dream of. The dream that you have deep in your heart that you're too afraid to tell somebody that you want to do because you think that it's too big. I hope that you get that too, sis. And you can get it and you will get it because you're just that amazing. For real, for real. So just know that I do upload a video every day at 6 a.m. on the tube. All right. Follow me there. Follow me here if you're a black woman and you want to have a community of like-minded black women. With that, I will see y'all later. Thanks again, Miss Chilotam, for coming up and having my back as always. Love you, Chilotam. Thanks so much to Miss Tay. And also shout out to Gabrielle. I'm so sorry you couldn't get in. I really miss talking to you as well, Gabrielle. And thanks to all of my beautiful, lovely ladies in the chat that always come and hear what we got to say too. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.